I'm going to go double check and see if this thing's live or not. It's connecting. Oh, alright. I assume y'all can hear me here. Does that sound alright? I reset the router and everything else. I don't know if I'm robotic or not. Hey, Bob. So everybody can hear me? Am I robotic or anything? Or just want to make sure y'all can hear me and I'm not out of the ordinary. I got some good subjects today, I think. Let me go double check the computer, make sure all this is running smooth. I'll be right back, about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Don't go away. Alright, yeah, everything looks good, I think. We'll see how the check continues. Again, if y'all can hear me, I hope this is working. If so, this will be Guppy Tuesday night, Guppy Spotlight, episode 4. Matter of fact, JR was Guppies and Aquatics. I was going to mention you tonight. It's a good thing. But just want to make sure chat's working and everything else. And half the time, I'm not sure chat's working at all. Yeah, we got to do some water changes, people. Water. And that's going to be brought up tonight. Alright, thank you. But, I will wait a few more minutes for people to join in. For the simple fact, I hate to get into a bunch of topics and there's very few people chiming in. Those are the YM Blues. I'm still trying to get going, people. Oh, my googly muggly. I'm trying to get it going. Hey, Cooper. I've got a lot of things I'm trying to get going, buddy. And some are working, some are not. It's just going to be a matter of time. So, again, I'm going to kind of wait a little bit. I'm only getting 1 frame per second. Man, I redid the Wi-Fi and everything. Googly muggly. What if I bring it back here, it gets a better... I never used to have this problem. Y'all seeing decent footage, or is it bad? Because, I don't know, I might have to figure something else out soon, I guess. If I never had these problems before, I don't know why I'm having them now. Alright, good to hear. But, alright, cool. But again, I'll wait for a few more people to join. There are probably another tanks, or other other sites or whatever. But I've got a decent list of talking about tonight. And I promise each and every one of you babies, man, I will not keep you all very long. I just like short, sweet, and done. Okay? I'm not going to be... I've never been always long-winded guys to go for 45 minutes. But, again, the subjects I want to talk about, I'd rather more people kind of get in here. This is normally a good night for me. Really. You know, as far as streaming and getting people involved and listening. Sometimes they're about a half hour later. So maybe there's somebody else they're watching that spilled over? I have no idea. None whatsoever. But I guess the good thing is they can always watch the replay. But I don't know how many people watch live stream replays. You know, that's probably kind of, whatever. So, anywho, we'll start it up here in a minute. Again, a lot of times what I see on this screen is not accurate. But yeah, there's a few more people getting in here. Googly moogly, say hello. But, I've only got a half hour roughly, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Hey, Muppet. How you doing, buddy? And we got some more people joining. Blah, blah, blah. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into my rant for the evening. Alright? And here's my rant. Some of you are going to disagree. Some of you... No, that's no problem. I love Rico, man. He's good stuff. Yeah, no problem at all. No, I like him. He looks like one of those guys that should be on the Deadliest Catch. I mentioned that the other night to him, and he's never seen the Deadliest Catch, apparently. But he should be. But Bob, you do you. I mean, if you are watching him, then continue watching him. Don't watch me. I'm nobody. I mean, honestly. I would like to get Rico's viewers up. If there's anything I can do about it. That's for sure. So, what are we in here? About 7 minutes. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and start. Yeah, those guys are still looking decent. Trying to get them going, baby. Trying to get them going. But anywho, well, here's my thing. Alright, I've got a list of things I want to get through. And, here's one of the things I'm going to start getting towards. YouTubers I don't really like at the hierarchy. YouTubers in the middle, I like, but I don't watch as much. And then YouTubers below that I watch constantly, or try to. Now, there's only X amount of time in a day, people. Right? For any of us. If y'all hearing a noise there, that pump is going out. You hear all that rattling? The thing about that is, it's very simple. Order a new pump. Okay? That's an AP1, Aquatop AP100, I think. So, that's coming. And I'm having some issues with these, I don't know, AP20s or AP40s, whatever they are. The bottom tank, I'm not getting a whole lot of oxygen down there. Alright, not a lot at all. So, anywho, alright, thanks for the other people joining in. But anywho, yeah, I know the water's down. I drained it for reasons, and I'll get going. But anyway, here's the thing about fish tube channels. Some of the top tier channels that have multiple hundreds of thousands of subs or whatever, I just find them irritating. Alright? So, you all can disagree or agree. Okay? Hey, Bottom Dweller, how you doing? Yeah, please hit the like. Not that, whatever. Angus. Is that Angus Young? If we got an Angus Young in here, I'll be flipping crazy. But, I'm sure that's not the case. But anywho, alright, this is gonna be, one of these deals, man. that y'all either hate it or you won't. The top two things I don't really like, top three channels I really don't like watching, the King of DIY, alright? And I don't care. These people don't watch me. He just seems like a pompous, kind of, I don't know. I just don't like his attitude and blah, blah, blah. And this will be one that a lot of people might hate me for. Fancytailaquatics. He's too dry. He just doesn't, he's kind of a jerk. You ask him a question and he kind of like belittles you. Which I got belittled the other night by him about asking a simple question because he's against water changes. I'm like, have you ever measured your nitrites at all? Or nitrates to make sure that no water changes are needed? And, you know, anyway, he had a snarky ass response. I'll leave it at that. Okay? You know, I told him that Aquarium Co-op changes water every day. Well, I'm not a pet store and blah, 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 and blah, blah. Whatever. Yeah. So, but I've never liked him anyway. Or never cared for him. And Dustin's fish tanks. I can take some of Dustin here and there. Honestly, he's not horrible. It's just that, I don't know. He just, again, one of those other people that they'll never watch my channel. I really don't care. It's just not the biggest thing in the world to me. You know? So, the middle of the line is, these are the channels that I watch more than others, but not too much. And the reason is, they're great channels. Okay? But, my goodness, they got so many viewers, and if they ever do a live, they'll never answer a question to you, and blah, blah, blah. But these are great freaking channels. Aquarium Co-op, okay? You can't leave him out. LR Brett's is one of them. Jadron Aquatics is one of them. And I know Jadron fairly well. Him and I have bought a lot of stuff off of each other. He buys my fish food. I buy stickers from him, which I haven't done recently. He's done a lot of my labels for my bags of fish food. So we have a decent working relationship. Never really worked with LR Brits or Aquarium Co-op. Nothing wrong with them guys. But my goodness, when they've already got 300,000 subscribers or whatever they've got, you know, I just don't have enough time in the day, you know, to watch them. So, what do I concentrate on? Here you go, people. Here's exactly what I concentrate. No, it's not a Scott rant. That's not a Scott rant at all, Bob. Good. But here are the channels I typically watch because they are smaller subscribers. They might answer a question. I answer every question ever sent to me on every single video I do. I try to be timely, okay? It's not a rant. Here, Chattanooga Ed, a very good channel to watch. Susan for SLC Aquatics, very good channel to watch. Multi-Tank Addiction, a very good channel to watch. New York Gold, Jay Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics, Ginger Graves, and here's one y'all might not have heard of, and she's an up and coming, Crystal's Pets and Plants, and then of course we won't ever forget, you know, Bob. Come on, but he's got 1,000 more or tons more views than I do. So that's kind of my rant from the top down. There are just certain people I will not watch. Period. They just irk me. I don't like them. I can mention a few more. But I'm not going to. Not that they'll ever watch me. You know, they just, I don't know. If you want to be I don't know. Okay? So, what is next? And now, here's another thing that set me off the other night. Again, Fancytailaquatics, water changes. Alright, here we go, people. Everybody has an opinion on water changes, right? Bob Kaler's Aquatics. Okay? Watch his channel, people. Googly moogly. We know, you know who that is. My goodness gracious, googly moogly. But anyway, water changes. Apparently, Steampot released a video the other night. I don't know why I even bothered watching him, because I don't like him. I really don't. He's a sarcastic asshole, and I hate to say that. He really is. He is snarky to everybody. He thinks he knows everything, and he might. He very well might. He might be good friends with Joey FYI, and might be good friends with Corey from Aquarium Co-op. Again, these people will never watch my channel. Hell, all I know is he's good friends with Bob Kaler. If that's the case, great. You know, I'm just going from my opinions about this jerk. Okay? And again, remember, King of DIY, Dustin's Fish Tank, Fancytailaquatics, not three least favorite channels. And, yeah, I mean, horrible, man. I mean, to me. But anyway, hello, Susan. But, matter of fact, Susan, I mentioned you earlier on one of the channels to watch. Probably missed it, I know. And I missed your channel, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. It's just, you come on an hour before me, and it takes me almost a half hour to 45 minutes to prep. You know, to get ready for this channel, because I screwed up 99% of the time. So I am so sorry, Susan. I am. I wish you came on at a different time or a different day. Well, no, I think you do. I'll try to catch you on a different day. But anywho, so, Fancytailaquatics, let's see. I've got a printed list here, people. Okay? On what I'm trying to do. That way I don't get off track. But Steampot claims he never, ever changes water. Again, I have no problem with that. If that works for you, and top-offs work for you, no problem. I'm not even going to repeat it. Oh, it wasn't cursive, you know, wise, but no, he's a know-it, end-it-all guy. So, what is my opinion on that? Easy. It's very easy. Do I change water like it should? No. I certainly don't. Oh yeah, that's a ton of guppy grass there. Oh no! Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Well, anyway, there's more hornwort. Come on, Tux. Yeah, I knew better than to lower that thing. Good thing I didn't break the glass much more than it is. Yeah. Hornwort. Man, if I showed you upstairs the Java moths in a tank that's completely covered, you wouldn't believe it. Not much going there. But, yeah, there's just some more. So, certain tanks have it, certain tanks don't. What was that? Java moss and some hornwort, I believe. We'll go from there. I don't know, what is this tank? Does that horn work? I think so. And this is complete garbage. I've got to redo that tank. Tux, nobody wants to see you, buddy. Nobody. I know. Quit eating the fish food. Alright. Anywho, I will not lower the camera anymore. I forget it just kind of slides in here. Giggly, muggly. Alright, let me adjust this. Trying to keep it from sliding out again. What have I... oh, what have I done? Holy crap. Oh, what have I done? Well, yeah, I'll have to fix the after fact. I'm going to have to leave this alone, people. So I can't be spinning it no more, because I'm afraid, yeah. I'm going to knock it out of the cradle. Googly muggly. Anywho, oh boy, where the heck was I at? Oh yeah, I've got a basketball, easily 2 basketball sizes of Java moss in the upstairs 29-gallon aquarium that's been growing since 2011. The sad part is the guppies don't, well, I use that as a mutt guppy tank. They don't even have room to swim. But I've heard complaints before. I'll send Java moss in 4-ounce containers and blah blah blah, but once summer hits, they don't live very long, so I don't know how to properly ship it, if you will. I love hornwort. Big fan of it. It doesn't always grow as well as it should. Now, one thing I should do, use aquarium co-op stuff in there, and more Flourish Excel. I'm a bad fish daddy. Alright, I don't even know where was I at? Oh, water changes. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, eventually, daggone it. Eventually, you all will link whatever you do. And again, now I'm afraid to move this iPad because it fell out of the holder and I don't want to crack the glass any worse than it is. I have no opinions, man. You do what works for you. If you only have to top off an aquarium, and that works. If you do, I've heard everything. 50% water changes is too much. 75% is too much. 20% is right per week. Man, it's going to depend on your freaking bio load and every freaking thing else. I would assume most of us in here, like Bob and Susan and some of the others that have been around in this business for a while, kind of have a feel for when you need to do a water change. Now, I'm not saying you can't open the tank up and smell it and know if it needs a water change. That's not exactly true. I just have a feeling. But if you've got a ton, I'm trying to be careful, of plants in there with very few fish, like that, you can probably get by with doing very few water changes. Now, the question is, do you ever have to do one? I don't know. My point is, here's how you would know. You get you the API test kit, and I've got several, and figure out, I don't know, do you have nitrates? Or you probably won't have nitrates, or nitrite, you'll probably have nitrates. And it's not been unusual that some of these tanks I have not, Tux, get down off the aquarium, that I'll get 40 to 80 parts per million even in heavily planted tanks, because I probably haven't water changed them in a while. So, you all gotta make those decisions. Sorry, again. Good night, Susan. Y'all gotta make those decisions. I'm gonna wrap this up here soon. Oh, see, I've done screwed the holder up. Goodly muggly. Shoot. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon before I drop this stupid thing again. So anywho, that's where we're at on that. Y'all leave comments below. I have no idea. One of the last few things I want to touch on is, I've been doing more and more live breeding of, shrimp. If y'all haven't seen my video from Aquarium Co-op's breeder, oh, that thing is a godsend. It's impossible to put together, but the eggs are great, and I'm going to do another video of eggs I ordered from elsewhere. Tux, get out of the aquarium. But Corey's eggs are supposedly 90%. I ordered a big, huge tin of 80%. I think it's 16 ounces. Well, we'll find out how they do, and I'll do a comparison video. I don't really think live shrimp are necessary unless you're trying to breed babies and colonies and other things. Alright? Anyway, I'm trying to wrap this up. Yeah, I'm going to get to the half-hour mark. There's a new giveaway soon. If any of y'all are around from last year, you know there was a golden ticket giveaway. Okay? Where you win the golden ticket. And what I mean by the golden ticket, you win a legit golden ticket. I have no more left. I had to order 3 more. And there will be some giveaways from William Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But it's a legit golden ticket. You know, I don't know, about that big or whatever. It'll be golden, and you'll get that with whatever giveaway I do. I'm going to do a giveaway or two soon. Because there's some fish food I bought into I simply cannot sell. Everybody tunes into this channel for a simple fact that they're, oh, see, there we go again. I'm sorry. I'm a guppy guy. I should have never, ever bought beta food. I should have never, ever bought cichlid food. And a bunch of these marine flake. Now, Bob would probably like the marine flake, you know. And any of y'all that keep marine flake would like it. It just doesn't sell on my site. Because everybody assumes I'm the guppy dude. Right? And they just don't even look for it. So, oh, Willy Wonka. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll get a golden ticket with whatever you win. Always. Like I say, I ordered, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them. So I'm going to have a bunch of giveaways soon. I really don't know what's going to be included. But I'll be honest with y'all. A lot of it's just going to be offloading, you know, certain things I cannot sell. And there'll be a few surprises. I promise you. I don't know. Maybe some Aquarium Co-op line, which is the best line I've ever used. Who knows? I don't know what's going to be in it. As soon as I get the tickets, there'll probably start a giveaway here in about 2 weeks, maybe. Something like that. So, No, there you go, Bob. Yeah, I mean, man, the marine flake might, I mean, alright, here's next on my list, and Bob just hit it. Let's be honest, man. Alright? Fish food is fish food. Roughly, right? Now, some have more nutrients than others. Okay, when you're feeding your fish live brine shrimp, frozen brine shrimp, what are you feeding them? Other creatures. What do you think fish food is made of? Have y'all ever looked it up? I mean, 9 times out of 10, man, the very first ingredient is going to be fish meal of some type. That's salmon. That's some higher brand. And a bunch of other stuff. Fish eat fish, people. Okay? That's what they do. Have you ever seen a fish not eat fish? I mean, they might eat insects, bugs, whatever else in the water. You know, it streams or whatever else. Dragonfly nymphs or whatever they eat. But they eat fish. So, that's kind of why dog food has some meat in there a little bit. Because they eat meat. You know, I'm not saying it could be chicken byproduct, it could be meat byproduct, it could be whatever. And the same thing with cats, man. They have to have certain things. So, they want to eat fish. And so, you're probably right, Bob. It probably doesn't matter. Now, something like my beta pellets, and I know they contain, you know, fish, but betas have larger mouths, I assume, and guppies would have a harder time. There was one time I bought a bunch of bug bites in different sizes, and a lot of my guppies couldn't eat them because they just could not get them in their mouths. Brianne, I am working on it, sweetheart. I am. The goal, and again, I know you got some fish you want to sell me. I'm trying to clear that middle one out, but my goodness, they're hard to catch. And I'm going to move the middle one into that one. And honestly, oh man, I've been changing out lines a lot with aquarium co-ops lines. I had a pump go out over there. Well, not really gone out. I did do it. I've got one of these things that is not giving me any air at all. I've got to work on tonight. Oh, I got to pull a few of those guys out. They're the wrong color. I need to get rid of the reds. Goodly moly, more reds than I thought. Yeah. Those are supposed to be freaking purple mosaics. Come on, man. Why do I keep buying fish that... This one's full. I don't know what to do with them all. Uh-oh. Is that a dead fish? I think there is. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodly moogly. Snails are on. Alright, well. Alright, as soon as I'm done, I gotta remove that. This is still supposed to be the Hawaiian Blues. So until I get that or this cleared out, I just don't have any more space. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this tank. I don't know how to sell them anymore. Because they don't breed true, but they throw off reds and purples. Or reds and blues. That tank has got half blacks. Half black whites I'm trying to get going. That tank I'm trying to get going. That tank I'm trying to get going. I'm going to have to pull some reds out of there. Now I'm a bit ticked off about as many reds as I got. But anyway, this tank is still looking good. Using the half black reds. Well, can I get a good picture? There you go. Half black reds. These guys have been breeding true for ages, man. 2 or 3 years. The half black blues, not so much. So this tank's got to get cleared. So honestly, until I get some of these tanks cleared, and then figure out what I'm going to do with them all, because you take, you know, this many fish, throw them in a tank like that, that's a heck of a bio load. You know what I'm saying? So, the only other thing I know to do with them is maybe move them out to a summer pool, but then what am I going to do with them? So, I gotta be careful, I don't want to break my screen again. So the question is, well, if you live in Louisville and you come up and pick up as much as you want for free, how about that? How about that? Otherwise, they're pretty expensive to ship, man. I've tried doing it before. Even in a large priority box, it costs me, now keep in mind, I got a business license or resale certificate. I've got a thing with the USPS that I get discounts for that because of the business resale. It still costs me like $18 in a large box, and I really can't ship more than about 20 fish. So nobody wants mutt. Well, people will buy my mutt guppies if they're the all-male guppy cell. The best of the best. You know, where I'm pulling the red tails and the purple tails and the yellow tails and the cool-looking fish. They generally want the all-male guppy cell. Those generally sell. Well, I'm going to have to look at USPS prices this year. Normally they're about, I don't know, $40 per 5. So I can fit 5 in a pretty small box. But, yeah, the problem with the females, they're so drab. You never know what you're going to get with them. You're just getting mutts. Kind of like Michael's fish tank. You're getting mutts, man. I can't tell you what you're going to get because I'm not going to sit there and try to hand pick them out. Even with the all-male guppy cell, I'm just going to pick out the 5 best-looking males from every tank I've got, and that's what you get, and I've never had a complaint yet. I've got a 100% positive response from shipping for the last 5-6 years. So, it is very tough. But if you're in Louisville or local or Indianapolis or whatever, you want to drive and pick up a crap load of fish, man, I'll give them to you. Now, I might cherry pick some males and put them in another tank. I'm not going to lie to you there, because that's my bread and butter. But anyway, all right, let me get back. So we talked about the golden ticket coming up soon. All right, I've been slow people on inventory of Fancytailaquatic food. Yeah, it's marked bottom feed because I fed these and I put a different bottom feed in here. Earthworm flake. Yep. Okay. I want to get these back. The problem is COVID. Now, I got my first COVID shot yesterday. Alright? Everybody, yeah, cheers for me. And, man, the shot was not bad at all until about 12 o'clock last night. And my brother kind of warned me that you might be a little sore. Yeah. After I started stretching my arm, because I sleep in the fetal position on my right-hand side, it kind of got sore. Anyway, let me get back on track. So, I want to get back to, again, I cannot move this until I fix it. Oh boy, oh jeez. Alright, hang on. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this. But we about done anyway. But the point is, the manufacturers shut down. All my distributors shut down. Who I've licensed agreements through. And I just cannot get the product in a reasonable time that I want to. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. Hey, Rico! You crazy man. Looks like you should be on Deadliest Catch. I'm telling you. At least watch one partial episode of Deadliest Catch and you'll understand why you look like you should be on there. So, but good to see you. Excuse me. But, so, as far as this year shipping fish, probably not going to happen again, people. Because last year, I could not get brood stock. I could not get anything. And the problem is, a lot of these fish, man, if you can't continue the line by getting more fish of the same type of line, let's just say purple Moscow, right? If you cannot get purple Moscows from this dude, purple Moscows from that dude, or female, whatever the case is, man, eventually you're just going to inbreed them to where they just like, not crap, but you just can't do it, man. It's impossible. And it pisses me off. I hate using language like that. Because the Moscow lines were some of the coolest ones, man. The reds, the blues, the purples. And I know you can get them overseas, from, what is it, REGA or REEA, whatever it is. My goodness, they're extremely expensive. I mean, I'm not saying I've never coughed up $120 for a trio before, and I have, but they certainly didn't come from overseas. And then you don't know how well they're going to breed true, because I know a bunch of breeders in the U.S., I've visited some places, and, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. But anywho, that's part of the problem. And so, these guys I've had for 2.5 years, and because I'm giving them live brine shrimp daily, they're starting to get there. I still got a mail. I don't even know what I'm going to call them. I'm going to call them some platinum ice, maybe. I really don't know. I don't know what they are. But they're coming along, but it's been a 2-year project, man. Because I cannot get these dudes anymore. It was a one-off from, I forget the female's name. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here shortly. I know I'm heading on to, I'll watch the next person in line. I forget who it is at 9 o'clock. It's somebody I like watching. I forget who it is. But anywho, last thing. Quarantine tanks. Now, I saw on a bunch of forums, and again, I hate jerks, okay? Your normal hobbyist will probably never have a quarantine tank. Why is it? Simple. Because they don't have 25 freaking aquariums like a lot of us do, right? They simply, or somebody, Tux, get down. Quit. You bad boy. They're simply people, I saw somebody said, I don't know how y'all feel about dropsy. Are you familiar with dropsy? Man, I've been doing this for 10 and a half, 11, 12 years. I have never found a cure for dropsy. But somebody said, oh, it's easy, man. You throw it in a quarantine tank, you throw these chemicals in there, you do this, you do that, just fine. First of all, the freaking chemicals, when you're mentioning them, are extremely hard to find. You know, for Bendisol and Levamisol and some of these others, dude, unless you pre-purchase them, you're not going down to your freaking local PetSmart and picking these chemicals up. Okay? Well, it's just so easy. And then, on top of it, think about it. A quarantine tank? Well, that means you have to have a separate tank set up elsewhere. And how are you going to filtrate it? What biofilter are you going to use? Did you have a sponge? Like I store extra sponges. Like there's one right there. Trying to keep us from falling out. It's hard to see. Right there in the tank. But then if you store it in a freaking tank, do you want to put that back in your aquarium to reseed it? You know, it's just, I don't know. That's another rant. It frustrates me when people think they have all the freaking answers out there in the world. They're trying to be bullies like they know everything. It's just not. It's not a fact, man. You know, when I suggest something, I suggest reasonable. But dropsy, pine coning, for 99% of the people, man, it's going to happen. It's not contagious, okay? You're going to occasionally get a female that does that. You can either put her to sleep with, hang on. Alright. There's one method. Clove bud oil. Now, how do I get clove bud oil, Scott? Well, you won't unless you are prepared for it, right? So, I've got that simply in case I have to put a fish asleep that I don't want to see suffer. Okay? And you can tell when a fish is too far gone. It's that simple, people. But yeah, I had to order that weeks and months in advance to get it. You're not going to go down to Kroger's and pick up freaking clove oil. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can at a Walgreens or something. But, you know, when you're suggesting Levamisol and Bendisol and all this crap and aquarium salts, seriously, how many new hobbyists literally have aquarium salt in their room, like Fritz A or whatever, you know? Very few. They don't know what they're doing. If you got multiple aquariums and you're trying to do this to raise a business or a channel, you probably have some of that stuff on hand. But again, I've never saved a dropsy or pine cone fish before, no matter what I did. No matter the isolation, whether it was a freaking, you know, dip and pour, you know, or whatever, you know, it's just never happened. Anyway, I'm done ranting, raving. I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching this tonight. No problem, Rico. The only reason I kind of chose this time, honestly, Diego seemed a little inconsistent for a while. And, you know, I don't know. Hey, manes, tail, furs, and fins. I couldn't compete on Friday nights because this is going to sound selfish a little bit, but what is it, the old Ohio River Society or one of those that, you know, saves fish. They tended to go on for about 2 hours, and the problem is once they captured their audience, they spilled over completely. No one would switch to mine. So I died on Friday nights at 8 o'clock, and I started searching through all the 8 o'clocks because it works out better for me. Even a 9 o'clock wouldn't be bad. So I just chose this time not to compete against anybody. It's just, I thought I would have the least competition, competing against watching me at this time slot. That's all. I'm not competing against anybody. I love Diego. I know exactly who he is. We've talked before, well, through emails, about certain things. And, now there's that black whites. They're getting better. There is fry in there somewhere. But anyway, a lot of stuff y'all seen tonight. I'm getting ready to cut it. Simply, we'll be coming out with video soon. Watch out for the golden ticket coming up, people. Man, thank you all. Thank you, Rico, for watching. Mike, Manifesto, Bottom Dweller. I don't know some of your names. S, whoever that is. I want to thank each and every one of you, man.